Good day. It's Wednesday, June the 2nd. I'm Martin Gago with Market Radius Research. Today we're joined by Michael Robinson, CEO of Ynvisible Interactive. Ynvisible is a printed and flexible display and electronics company providing a key element for IoT, the Internet of Things. Michael, thanks for taking the time with us, and let's hear your pitch.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm Michael Robinson, the CEO of Ynvisible. I'm actually headquartered in Portugal, Lisbon, Portugal specifically, with our development team. But currently, I'm in New York City, visiting our US-based customers and following up with our new shareholders. So I'll give you a little bit more about Ynvisible. We really call ourselves kind of the producers of easy visual indicators for the Internet of Things. This is a forward-looking statement. I'm going to share information with you that really kind of leans forward, but just for official business. I like to start with kind of visualizations of where our displays can play a role in solutions. I come from a design and development and innovation background, so it's really important for me to communicate emerging technologies like ours in real situations, real products, real solutions. So a solution like a counter for retail spaces is, as probably the attendees know, the US is opening back up, the world is opening back up, and there's a lot of enthusiasm about coming back into retail experiences, brand experiences, spaces, and to keep those spaces safe and healthy. So our displays are thin, flexible, and can be integrated into signage, like interactive signage that can be powered by solar, RFID, or other type of harvesting energy sources. So again, a solution that brings our spaces to life. Other solutions can include item level digital labels, for instance, price tags in retail, or interactive tags. So this is a great example of how large and how small our displays can be, but moreover, the range of form factors and interactivity from a consumer experience standpoint. Again, just prime examples of how someone can experience our technology in finished solutions. So here you have an interactive price label that really speaks to some of the trends in the retail environment, like showrooming. So showrooming is really about the consumer's ability to shop not only in that physical retail space, but also across the web with devices like, cell phones in their hands. So our displays are so low powered, they actually can be powered by the RFID signal in the retail space or NFC signals from the shopper's own cell phone. Not to mention, they can also be self-powered by existing batteries, like flat batteries, but they consume far less electricity, wattage, and than incumbent technologies like LCDs. And they can be integrated into these thin, flexible substrates. Again, something that's very scalable from a deployment standpoint. Other solutions like dynamic QRs can open up opportunities for things like chain of custody verification or consumer promotion and engagement. So our technology can be addressable. What addressability allows is things like augmented reality visualization and identification. So what you can do is you can begin closing the loop in the consumer experience, the consumer journey at a product level by enabling QR or QR-like type identification. So again, this is that interactivity at the product level with someone's device through NFC and augmented reality. So our displays can be integrated into thin, flexible labels that can be powered by NFC and provide additional interactivity for the consumer to unlock more value for brands and for consumers. So in total, really our modus operandi, our vision and our mission is to bring everyday objects to life, to benefit people in the spaces that they're in, with the products that they use, and the services that they encounter. And what is that powered by? Well, our belief is, and our understanding is that in this IoT space, Internet of Things space, you've got sensors, sensing everywhere. You heard me mention two technologies, RFID and NFC. These are technologies that are quite ubiquitous now in our environments. RFID through Avery Dennison, Walmart, and P&G has really grown in terms of a distributed technology for item level identification. That RFID technology, not only at the item level, but also at the infrastructure level, that infrastructure investment is really an investment in an enabler of Internet of Things technologies that can take advantage of those technologies, those established technologies, like our technology. So when our displays are integrated into RFID-enabled labels, product labels, or other products or electronic devices, we're able to take advantage of that infrastructure. And we, in general, what we call that sensing infrastructure, that ability to sense items in the environment. So again, our belief is unlocking the value in sensing in the data all around us, whether it's the temperature, sensing temperature, whether it is sensing UV exposure and light for space and surface safety, whether it's sensing time or displaying time or price, quantitative measures that allow people to take their medication at the right time, that allow people to wash their hands, stay safe by washing their hands with easy visual indication that can be in their environment in real time without having to pick up their cell phone necessarily, without having to go to a computer that they didn't know or couldn't exist before. Again, distribution of these technologies. So the key markets we play in, they range from cold chain and logistics, so temperature labels, to home medical and health, sanitary and med tech. So we work in incontinence, self-care. These are devices that people use at home for blood pressure monitoring, temperature monitoring, that have LCD displays in them currently, and can be improved, or they can deploy new solutions, including pregnancy tests that can go from very large devices actually to thinner, more cost-effective, more sustainable devices. Smart play is a segment that I'm passionate about because that allows us to really explore our technology and application. And this is everything from the idea of digital dye on a playing board to devices that just give joy and delight, like pop sockets or accessories for cell phones. So being able to integrate into accessories that give a bit of joy and delight and differentiation and fun to consumers. That's a great way to deploy our technology and the segments that we're working in. In terms of our growth strategy, it's really based on expanding our sales and marketing effort in the US. We are a global company headquartered in the US. We are traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and really our customers come from the US, and we want to engage them here. Technology out-licensing really allows us to distribute our display technology, and we partner with leading research organizations like RISE, RISE, the Research Institute of Sweden, that really enable us to deploy the best and newest technologies in this space of printed and functional electronics and electrochromics. Securing strategic investment is really a goal for us in terms of both engaging with partners who can help deploy and scale our technology even further, but also being able to partner with leading research organizations, leading startups, to create ventures that are highly value added, and that our investors and its strategic investment community can partake in to also grow for the future. And then in our longer term view, in 2023, 4, and 5, is looking at a potential major US exchange uplisting and really industry consolidation. What we see is the opportunity to bring more technologies together to create more value-added solutions. So, in terms of the problem to solve, we've got a lot of sensors out there in the world. There are about 1 trillion sensors that are going to be deployed by 2025 by ID Tech-X. In our devices, like pregnancy tests, there's almost over $1 US dollar of costs that are baked into those incumbent technologies that we really believe we can help unlock with our display solution to make them thinner, lighter, more energy efficient, and more space and cost efficient from a total cost of ownership perspective. In terms of the market size, really the invisible addressable market we're looking at is about 93 million right now. And that's a little conservative, but that's looking at a 37 billion total displays, conductive inks, and sensors total addressable market. Again, by the leading researcher in the field, ID Tech-X. In terms of, a real discrete number from the RX and healthcare sector, Avery Dennison is looking at an untapped market of about 10 billion pharmaceutical and healthcare labels. This is an untapped market for RFID from Avery Dennison. So this is directly from their 2021 investor presentation, and that's only one segment amongst many segments. And again, I make this connection between our display technology and RFID because these are the supporting incumbent technologies that really help us drive and employ our solutions as well, our display solutions. In terms excuse me, I'm going to go very quickly here, Martin. Please stop me if I'm running out of time. I know I can be quite verbose, but our solution is really a thin, flexible display, label-like integration. It is super energy efficient, scalable because it's printed. We print in rolls. No other display other than a flat color printed poster can be printed like ours, and it's we're made out of organic and reclaimable materials like PET films. PET, polyethyl terephthalate, is used in packaging applications. So these are the soda bottles that are easily and readily recycled. In terms of our technology, it really helps our customers, again, deliver both functional needs and also cost savings. And this is an example from our customer, PickleTech, who are deploying connected solutions for the sport of pickleball. So these are interactive and modular scoreboards that PickleTech has found our technology and is integrating this modular type scoreboard to be able to change out digits or numbers or symbols. And these are like A4 size sheet digits. Again, we're a global company, and our growth is across different customer categories: health and wellness, supply chain logistics, smart play, and premium retail. We also have a contract manufacturing business, and that contract manufacturing business currently is quite robust for us. That's about half of our revenue right now. And that contract manufacturing business really enables us to stay connected to the energy sector. The energy sector, as probably our audience knows, is growing by leaps and bounds. And we're working primarily in the Nordic region, doing contract printing for energy customers. So this is using our equipment to print thin films that go into batteries, that go into Tesla, etc. Products. And batteries. Our revenue mix is really going to evolve. We really see this evolving, though, over time. And one of the big bets that I'm making is in our growing health and wellness sector. Again, this is looking at that untapped market around RX pharmaceutical compliance. And what's called disposable med. I think it's a bit of a misnomer to say disposable med, because really what I see is being able to add value on a packaging level to the consumer experience, to that user experience around compliance. In terms of our financial development, and Martin, we're certainly going to dive a little bit more into this. We've published our Q1 2021 results, and I'm very pleased to share that we have continued growth in our revenues quarter over quarter. And this growth is made up of our customer developments and our contract manufacturing revenue. So our contract manufacturing revenue allows us to, for lack of a better term, kind of keep the lights on, keep our machines running as we're developing, making the market with and for our customers on the segmented display business. So that segmented display business is really made up of development revenue from high value developments with our customers that really believe in the implementation of this technology in the midterm. So this is launching, this is their ability to launch products in the mid and long term. And really we see that evolving, that mix evolving over time. So moving forward quarter by quarter, we're really going to provide a little bit more guidance on how that mix is evolving as we make the market for printed electrochromic displays. In terms of our expansion vision, again, this vision is really about bringing our partnerships together to create value-added solutions. And I'm really pleased to stand on the foundation of 2018 and 2019, those meeting our commitments to our partners and creating the right partnerships to deliver value in the long term. And those new clients, really supporting those new clients with the right contract manufacturing partnerships externally that bring solutions together. So in March, we announced our partnership with Almax, a leading global contract manufacturer in human machine interfaces, meaning they develop the interfaces for touch switches for displays in medical, all the way through industrial equipment. And they have the ability to combine, to integrate our displays into functional electronic solutions for customers, like temperature tags for customers like SpotC. And I'm very pleased, again, to announce that our first product in market is our temperature tag, temperature safe tag with SpotC. SpotC is a leader in supply chain and logistics monitoring solutions, tip and shock, and now cold chain with their investment in LCR Hallcrest. In terms of the company, we're an integrated manufacturer. So we really help our customers go from idea all the way to finished display. And we do that by engaging our customers on the front end, both with solutions, as I shared on the front end of this presentation, but also with customized display programs where a marketer or a business owner, maybe even someone without technical expertise, can come to us, kind of design or sketch out a display that they need, and every month we're able to produce a display. As I said, we also engage in high value customer developments. This is that bespoke development of display solutions that are either replacing incumbent technologies or creating whole new solutions to delight their end consumers as well. That goes all the way through to pilot production in our facility in Linköping, Sweden. And we have our R&D services in Germany as well that keep us on the front end of technology developments and the fundamentals of our technology. Right now, the capacity in terms of the production capacity is about $4.2 million Canadian. This is our roll-to-roll capacity in-house. This is, we literally convert rolls of displays in-house. And this is a single shift of capacity. If we kind of double that capacity in terms of a second shift, that really allows us to grow actually more than double, around 11 million in Canadian dollars. And in terms of what we can deliver 50 units in sheet-to-sheet form out of our facility in Lisbon, Portugal, all the way to 50 million units in our roll-to-roll production. In terms of the team, we have a very cross-functional team, but with a lot of expertise in the printed electronics sector, over 65 years of experience. I come from the consumer product sector, from innovation, so very much the other side of the table of our industry, as well as our controller, Patricia Consensau, who is our global finance lead. She brings great experience as we're building our business for the future. And I think you've seen that contribution and shift in how we're helping our shareholders really understand what makes our revenue, what makes our business and growth. So last but not least, we have an excellent, esteemed board of advisors led by Ramin Haidourpour, formerly the VP of Innovation at Avery Dennison, and currently leading founding and managing partner of Flex R&D, a leading research and developer in flexible printed electronic solutions. And in terms of our investor relations, I think at the end of this, we'll provide the email address for our investor relations, Alicia Patterson, to be in contact with. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Martin. I apologize if I've eaten up a lot of time here, but thank you very much for the opportunity to present.
Michael, thanks for the presentation.